We're with Rev Ken Williams, who is now the ex-moderator of the Uniting Church in Western Australia. Ken, the Synod that is meeting this weekend farewelled you this morning, and you were given the opportunity to talk to the Synod. What were the key things that you wanted to express?
I wanted to give the Synod and the Presbytery, of course, a chance to try and appreciate what a wonderful church this is, how big it is, how diverse it is, and what great work it is doing.
You said that you weren't concerned about the body count, but about the strength of the heartbeat.
That's right. That's a message that I've especially taken out to our small country congregations, which are being very faithful, both in terms of their worship, but also in terms of their serving the people of God in the community around them. And it's just simply not realistic to expect that in a depopulated town, which we have all over the wheat belt because of the economic changes in the rural area, that we'll find large congregations. And in any event, we're not called to be any particular number. We're called to be faithful and to serve a reconciled world that God will bring.
Over the last 3 years, you've had a mascot called Sean the Sheep. Sean likes to say things that maybe the moderator can't. So how does Sean feel about the fact that he's now finished his term with you?
Oh, he's looking forward to going go-karting. He's had more than enough to say, and frankly, I'm not concerned if he wants to say more and can't, because he's had more than a good go.
So what are some of the highlights of Sean's mutterings that come to mind?
Oh, well, he trotted out one this morning saying that, he likes the first third because they're working on his kind of church, and that he looks forward to the day when Gen Y are running the world, because there will be less humbug and duplicity.
Ken, whilst you were undertaking your 3-year term as moderator, you have worked on a tapestry which is behind you. Can you tell us a bit about that?
Yes, well, the tapestry is actually my banner. For 3 years I've been carrying around with me an acrylic on canvas painting, which was the prototype of this banner, quarter size, because I'd said that I would sew my banner as a tapestry during the triennium. So I've been showing people the painting, but also progress to date with the tapestry. And the point that I've been making in relation to doing a tapestry is that all of us need something to do with our hands on a regular basis, so that we can be still in our minds and open our hearts to the leading of the Spirit. We do, those particularly who don't work with their hands in the normal course of events, need something to still them in that way, in my opinion. It's all part of prayer. But of course the other thing is that the tapestry depicts my theme, which is taken from the John chapter 21 verses 15 to 17, where we hear the call of the risen Christ, or the commissioning of the risen Christ to Peter, on whom the church was built, to shepherd, to be shepherds to all of God's people. Well, we're the church, so that's our commission too. And so we have this image of little shepherd boy. And little shepherd boy comes from a painting or a picture that my parents framed and put by my bedside when I was born. And it's still there. But what I've done is brought shepherd boy from the rolling hills of England into this lovely place of Australia that we're so privileged to live in. And so there he is.
And so the question that everyone has been asking you for the last while is, what are you doing now that you are the ex-moderator?
Well, I'm retiring formally, but more particularly I'm taking myself into a year of prayer and discernment, to have a change of pace, find out who I am now after this wonderful 3-year experience, and quietly discern the call of God. Now that's something that happens in a context of personal prayer, and in conversation with family, and in consultation with the church. So that's the big thing. But in that space I'm going to be spending more time with our grandchildren, more time with the chooks and veggies, going on my grandson's pit crew for his go-karting, renovating the house, undertaking a couple of charitable ventures, and as well I'll be the ex-moderator, which has its responsibilities too.
Well, as you said farewell to the Synod this morning, there was a standing ovation, and our heartfelt thanks from all in the Uniting Church in Western Australia for your shepherding of us over the last 3 years.
Thanks, Maggie. It's been my privilege.